Massive Obama cover-up details released, corruption on a whole new level. Do you remember the whole gun-running scheme concocted by the government under the Obama administration? You know, the one that went totally south when it led to the death of the Border Patrol agent murdered during Operation Fast and Furious. Well, after a public hearing on Wednesday revealed that former President Barack Obama and his Attorney General Eric Holder had covered up an investigation into said murder, members of congressional committee began ripping them into shreds over it. According to Fox News, members of congressional committee at a public hearing Wednesday blasted former President Barack Obama and his Attorney General for allegedly covering up an investigation into the death of a Border Patrol agent killed as a result of a botched government gun-running project known as Operation Fast and Furious. The House Oversight Committee also Wednesday released a scathing, nearly 300-page report that found Holder's Justice Department tried to hide the facts from the loved ones of slain Border Patrol Brian Terry, seeing his family as more of a nuisance than one deserving straight answers, and slamming Obama's assertion of executive privilege to deny Congress access to records pertaining to Fast and Furious. Terry's death happened on December 14, 2010, and we still don't have all the answers, Representative Jason Chaffetz, Republican Utah Committee Chairman, said of Terry's death. Brian Terry's family should not have to wait 6 years for answers. Terry died in a gunfight between Border Patrol agents and members of a 6-man cartel RIP crew, which regularly patrolled the desert along the U.S.-Mexico border looking for drug dealers to rob. The cartel members suspected of slaying the Border Patrol agent, Heraclo Osorio Airlines, was apprehended in April of this year by a joint U.S.-Mexico law enforcement task force. Senator Charles Grassley, Republican Iowa, testified Wednesday in front of the committee, accusing DOJ and ATF officials of obstructing the investigation and working to silence ATF agents who informed the Senate of Fast and Furious. The Department of Justice and ATF had no intention of looking for honest answers and being transparent, said Grassley, now chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee and a staunch supporter of whistleblowers. In fact, from the onset, bureaucrats employed shameless delay tactics to obstruct the investigation. One of those silenced ATF agents, John Dobson, testified Wednesday that he remains in a state of purgatory since objecting to Fast and Furious and has been the subject of reprisals and ridicule at the agency. That decision, the single act of standing up and saying, "What we are doing is wrong," instantly took my standing from being that of an agent of the government to an enemy of the state, Dodson said. ATF and DOJ officials implemented an all-out campaign to silence and discredit me. Suffice to say, the last 6 to 7 years at ATF have not been the best for me or my career. This takes the extreme level of corruption in the Obama administration to a whole new level, doesn't it, folks? While it's great to expose a cover-up such as this and give this administration the ripping it deserves, when will it answer and be held accountable?